This is IGN. It's true, Starfox is coming to Switch 2. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, the director of 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, has reacted to its disappointing box office amid continued radio silence on whether Part 3 of the planned trilogy will ever be made. The Bone Temple hit theaters in January 2026, just over half a year after 28 Years Later enjoyed box office success. Despite great review scores, IGN's review returned an 8 out of 10, The Bone Temple made just $58 million worldwide, just over a third of 28 Years Later's $151 million. In an interview with Empire, director Nia DaCosta reflected on The Bone Temple's box office performance, expressing surprise with the results. DaCosta suggested there may be some truth to the suggestion that The Bone Temple came out too soon after 28 Years Later, causing audience confusion. People were like, oh yeah, I saw that last summer. I'm like, no, so there's a sequel. The question now is, will Part 3 be made? In March, Cillian Murphy said he was keen to finish the trilogy following his cameo in The Bone Temple. In December, Sony confirmed it was moving forward with the third installment, with the decision coming over a month before the release of The Bone Temple itself. Visit IGN.com right now and check out our article, 5 Questions We Have for the Next 28 Years Later movie following The Bone Temple. And if you were holding out hope for a return to NFL 2K or MLB 2K, you probably shouldn't hold your breath. In a new interview with GameFile's Steven Totilo, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick was asked about the status of 2K's NFL game. Unfortunately, it isn't happening anymore, but there's hope that 2K could try again if the opportunity arises. What we hoped would come to fruition creatively did not, Zelnick said. Some of the stuff we tried to do didn't work out creatively. Ultimately, it sounds like 2K couldn't put together a compelling enough experience worth putting out as opposed to some business disagreement with the NFL. The last NFL 2K game to be released was Visual Concepts' ESPN NFL 2K5, which enjoyed critical and commercial acclaim upon its 2004 launch. Soon after, EA Sports acquired an exclusive rights agreement with the NFL to be the sole creator of NFL video games, giving Madden the space to itself. Zelnick was also asked about a possible return to 2K's MLB series, which he doesn't see happening. Probably not, he said. We had a tough history with MLB. It's no secret there that we lost a great deal of money with them, and I don't like losing money. While Zelnick seems burnt out on baseball, NFL seems to be a more lucrative idea that he's willing to explore again should the opportunity arise. 2K's NFL game was going to be more arcadey, as EA has exclusivity over football action simulation games. Yes! An impressive-looking new Starfox remake has just been announced for Switch 2 via a shadow-dropped dedicated Nintendo Direct broadcast. The game is simply titled Starfox and is a ground-up remake of Star Fox 64, known in some regions as Lylat Wars. Wednesday's reveal follows the character's recent reappearance in the Super Mario Galaxy movie and a recent major leak that pointed to a new game in the franchise, the first for nearly a decade. Once again, you'll be piloting an R-Wing over the skies of Corneria and other planets alongside Falco, Peppy, and Slippy. Level layouts will be familiar to anyone who has played the original Star Fox 64, though the game has received a huge graphical overhaul. While the story of the game may be familiar, Nintendo says it has added fresh cutscenes, adding new story moments between characters, expanding on the game's narrative. Campaign mode features easy, normal, and hard modes, with the latter removing the ability to continue on after a game over. Challenge mode allows you to replay levels with new objectives that aren't found in the main campaign. There's an expert difficulty for veteran pilots too. Battle mode, meanwhile, sees you going head-to-head against players on Team Starwolf via online battles, locally via GameShare, or online using GameShare via Game Chat. On Corneria, you'll be battling over zone control, while on the icy planet of Facina, you're collecting energy crystals and dodging meteorites. Finally, in the deep space sector Y, you're collecting cargo. Speaking of online play, A cool addition here is the ability to apply AR filters for any of the Starfox team while using game chat. So yes, you can create your own Starfox team banter with avatars for Fox, Slippy, and the gang that mirror your facial movements and expressions. Starfox launches exclusively for Switch 2 on June 25th, slotting in neatly between Yoshi and the Mysterious Book on May 21st and Splatoon Raiders on July 23rd. Following this week's surprise reveal, Nintendo has also confirmed the game's price. Starfox will be the second game with pricing confirmed to feature Nintendo's new pricing policy, where Switch 2 exclusives have different costs based on whether you buy them physically or as a digital download. On the Nintendo eShop, Starfox will cost $49.99. Physical copies will meanwhile be priced at $59.99. That's cheaper than many Switch 2 blockbusters, and perhaps a reflection that the game is another Star Fox 64 remake. For comparison, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book has a digital price of $59.99, while its physical counterpart will now be sold at $69.99. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console, and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.